Right. Right. Hi, Banbuti Hamotama. You all welcome to the grade 10 English medium maths paper class today. So this is the very first day that we are meeting in month of May. This is your paper class. We have discussed up to now 18th, 17th paper. So today is our 18th paper. So you can enjoy with paper number 18. So this is the first paper which contain all the things suited to the O-level paper and as per the ELC content based paper, right? Okay, so one by one I will discuss, so you can ask questions, you can send the messages, and you can clarify the issues of the paper number 18 with me now. Okay, I think you can hear me properly and you can see the board clearly. I think newcomers are joining today as well. So you can see how our paper class is ongoing. All the time we are giving a detailed explanation, and with theory parts we link, and we will say how the O-level paper questions appear. And you know that the first paper is appear according to the ELC, Essential Learning Concept Based paper there. So within that structure, the paper one is built up. Okay, so you can learn precisely how the oral questions comes to the exams and which depth is the in each questions you should learn, right? Okay, now I am moving to the paper number 18. You can take the paper number 18's answer, and we will discuss how to deal with the paper number 18 now, right? Right, this is paper number 18. So we are going to discuss now, right? Right. Okay. Now the first question, a provincial council is charged rupees 270 for a quarter. Underline here the special part. This is the payment, but for a quarter from a house as the rates. Find the rates for a year. So the quarterly payment given and asking about annual payment. Okay, so this is the percentage lessons which we learned in grade 10 second term. Okay, now it is a second term oriented papers now we are discussing. Okay, right. So here now quarterly 270, they're asking annually. So per year we have 4 quarters. So what to do? Just rupees 270 multiply with 4, that is the annual payment. Okay, 270 you can multiply with 440, 4 into 7 28, 2 remaining, 4 into 2 8, plus 2 10, then it comes as rupees 1080. 270 into 4, 1080 rupees. Understood? Here the knowledge per year, how many quarters? 4 quarters there, remember that. Okay, right. So the second question, we have write down the set A with its elements. Normally when we are writing sets, right, so we should indicate A equal capital letter, the basic rules of set indication, and equal sign should be there, and then within the curly bracket we mention its elements. So set A is this one, so this is the set A. So under A everything you need to mention. Some thinks that this 1 and 4 doesn't belongs to A. Why? That is belongs. That belongs to both A and B. No problem. If you consider the set A means everything inside this circle. Okay. So how many elements there are here? Right. So here we can see that how many elements? 1. You can see 1, then 2, okay, then 3, 4, 5. So this is the A. If they ask about Na, that means number of elements of A, but here just this is the answer. So what about NA if they ask additional knowledge? NA means number of elements of set A. So then that is a count, not a set. NA is right. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many elements? 5 there. So further knowledge, but here required this part only. They are asking about A, number of elements of A. Understood? Right. So here they are asking about the third question. A vehicle which travels in a uniform speed travels 12 kilometers in 15 minutes. Find the distance it travel within 40 minutes, right? So you can make as a ratio or you can calculate the speed and then you can do it. But I take like a ratio. If it travels 50 within 15 minutes, right, it travels how many distance? 12 kilometers. See that? How I build up? Within 15 minutes, it's traveled 12. If that's so, right, within 40 minutes, how many distance it traveled? අපි කියන අක්කරට මොච්චරයි නම් මෙච්චරකට කොච්චරද? For 15, 12 kilometers, if that's so, for 40, how much? Okay, you can simplify here by 5, 5, 3, 5, 8. Okay, then 3, 1, 3, 4. Then 4 into 8 comes as 32 kilometers. 32 kilometers. Okay, you can write that way. Or there is another method. You will calculate the speed, right? Per minute speed you can calculate because here the time also by minutes. How to take the speed? Speed equal distance over time. So you can calculate as a fraction. Same appear here. 12 kilometer divided by 15 minutes. This is the speed actually. Then this is the speed, that means per 1 minute what is the distance travel? That's the speed here. Within 1 minute they travel 12 or 15 kilometers. If that's so, the time they have, you multiply with the 40 minutes. The speed multiply with the time, then it gives you the decimal, the distance. So same concepts, right? Same way we have done it. Okay, right. So the answer is 30 kilometer. You can calculate the speed and then you can multiply it with the time here. Time is 40 minutes. Same, but the two different approach. Right, write down logarithm, this one in index notation. I mentioned under the ELC content, it says log to index or index to log conversion. So here log values they are asking the index notation. How to take that one? Logarithm of 125 to the base 5 equal 3. So now you know this is the base of the logarithm value. So this base is shifted to the right side, as the base here. So you write the base 5, okay, shifted here, then 3 goes down upward and 5 appears as the base, log base as the base of the index. Then 5 to the power 3 equal here, log eliminated, 125 isolated. So it equal to 125. Okay, this is the answer. 5 to the power 3 equal 125. And further see that whether it's correct. 5 into 5 into 5, it comes 125. Yes, that index notation real, right? That gives the answer exactly. Right. So now the quadratic equations which you are going to learn, right, in the second terms. In quadratic equations, for the specialty is it is having two real solutions in all maths. But if you do A-level combined maths, then some quadratics there which are not having the real roots. But here in all-level maths having real roots, that means here this is factorized. So when first paper quadratic appear, it is factorizable quadratic equations given. Second paper appear not factorizable equations, quadratics they are. Okay, but here factorized. So whenever quadratic you see factorized it, so it's already factorized. But some students what they do, they remove the bracket and factorize and they say take the same answer. Okay, right, but here factorize. How you identify whether it's factorized? Like multiplications they are. Factor into factor, product is the nature of the factorizing. Right, now In mathematics, one value multiply with another value and gives you a zero. Okay. So in mathematics, now understand, to make a product zero, at least one to be zero. At least one value should be zero to make a product as a zero. So we apply that logic to here. So here one factor is x minus 2. So that equals 0, but we do not know. Then we mention, oh, the other one would be also 0. X plus 3 equals 0 at least. So now it is appear as a simple equation, subject x. So x equal positive 2. Oh, here you can take x equal plus 3 goes there, negative 3. So these are the two solutions for the quadratic. Learn now quadratic. So factorize first individual factors equal to 0 and subject x. That's the logic. Solve the inequality and write down the largest integral solutions. Before come to this kind of solutions, we will firstly solve it. So solving inequality is like almost similar to the solving equations, but there are some dissimilarities. When you divide by negative value or when you multiply by negative value, the sign to be changed. Remember that one. That is the variances between equations and inequality. So here just simple, you subject x how x plus 3 less than 5. So you bring this plus 3 to the other side, sign change, x less than 5 subtracts 3. So then x less than 5 subtracts 3 is 2. Now your value is x less than 2. Okay. So now you will indicate, but for your knowledge, I indicate here on a number line, x is a value less than 2. Okay. Now we have 2 value. 2 is, this is the value, but x is lower than that. Lower than means here left side of that 2. Okay. Left side of 2. Not 2 equal, 2 cannot take, but lower than 2 any value it can take. Okay, now they are saying write down the largest integral solutions. It should be the largest as well as integral. Integral mean whole number. So 2 less than value it can take. What is the first integral less than 2 you meet? 1. The other one 0. Negative 1. These are integral whole numbers, but the maximum whole number is after 2 is 1 because it is left side of 2, lower than 2. First integral is the 1. Then your answer should be 1. So you underline 1. That's the largest integral solutions. Okay. Okay, if any doubts you can ask. Right, now we are moving to the question number 7 here. Simplify. Okay, now this is algebraic fractions. You are going to simplify. Okay, I'm giving access to talk. If you have any doubts, talks. Okay, right. Right, now second question they're asking, second one is the second one asking, yes, second one is write down the set A with its elements. This is the set A with elements. So what are the elements inside A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set A inside everything. So as a set you write this one additional, this is the one you required, okay? Right, now this is 7th algebraic fractions you learnt in second term first lesson. Now subtraction. In subtraction you need to make the denominator same. How to make the denominator same? So here 5 upon 2x you make 4x. How? Multiply by 2 top and bottom. Okay, minus 1 over 4x. Now see 5 into 2 10 over 4x. Right, minus 1 over 4x. Now you can see that 4x same. So keep the same denominator 4x and then 10 subtract 1 9. But remember, if this numeric can be simplified further, you check for simplifications, but here no. 9 and 4 not further divisible. But some imagine here 8 got 8 and 4 you can simplify. 4 1, 4 2, then final 2 over x. Okay, right. But here 9 over 4x. Right, find the LCM of the algebraic expressions. So I have introduced you a very short method to find the LCM. How to do? Right, okay. 5 into a squared into b, right? Then you write 10 into a into b squared c, right? Now this is by methods numeric under numeric, a under a, b under b, right? C under c. Now take numeric LCM. 5 and 10 you choose the bigger value 10 and see whether 5 can convertible to 10. Yes, 5 into 2, 10. So then 10 is the LCM of these two values. Then here a squared a, you take the bigger value, that is a squared. Okay. Yes.
So can you explain the sixth one again?
Okay, right. So now similar terms you take the maximum power. Here bb squared, similar terms you take this maximum power, and here c only you take the c. Right. Okay, then what is the answer you write together? 10 a squared b squared c. This is the very easiest way of finding the LCM. Numeric, similar terms align, then take the maximum power of algebraic terms. Numerically, take the LCM. Right. Which question you are? Sixth one. Sixth one, Puta, here they asked to solve first. Solving means subjecting x. You bring the 3 to the other side, then it comes as negative 5 subtracts to x less than 2. They are asking, so here solution is x is a value lower than 2 any value. It can take as a solution. They are asking maximum integral solution, largest integral solution. Integral mean whole number solution. Then x is a less than 2 value. So 2 less than integral is what meeting? 1, 0, negative 1. Any value you can take lower than 2. But integral mean whole number solution. These are the whole number solutions you can take, and here it is moving. So out of this green colored whole number solution, what is the largest? Largest is 1. That's why we mentioned 1. Right. So we completed the 8th question as well. 10a squared b squared c, right. Question number 2, 9. To harvest paddy in a paddy field, 3 machines takes 3 hours, right. To harvest paddy in a paddy field which 3 times large the earlier, how many hours will take 3 machines to harvest, right. Firstly, take the magnitude of the task. How to take the magnitude of the task? By like min works hours with min hours taken. Now machine and hours, machine hours. So 3 machines you have, okay, 3 machines into how many hours? 3 hours. Okay, then 3 into 3, it comes 9 machine hours is the amount of task. That is 3 into 3, 9 machine hours. Now, here 3 times larger. Okay, then this is the amount of task. Now it is 3 times larger, means here into 3 the certain works. Now our work 3 times of that means 9 into 3. Okay, then it comes as 27 machine hours. Okay, machine hours there. Now that to be divided, that to be taken with 3 machines. Right, now that 27 machine hours you divide by 3 machines. Now take machine simplified, 27 over 3, that is 9 hours you required. Okay, at the beginning see that how we approach the question. 3 machines, 3 hours mean you take the magnitude of the task, extent of the task by 3 into 3, 9 machine hours. But now our work is 3 times of that, means 3 times of this machine hour, 27 machine hours. Now to reach 27 machine hours, we have 3 machines only, then 27 you divide by 3, then it got you the 9 hours. Right, all the time multiply the machine into hours and take the magnitude and then divide by the second scenario given machine node hours, divide by the given value, then the asking quantity obtained. Right, find the probability of a students born on a Friday. සිකුරාදා දිනයකදී ළමයෙක් ඉපදෙන්නේ probability එක. How to take? How many days? What is the sample space? Sample space is the whole the days per week, right? How many days? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So how many days available? 7 days they are. Out of 7 days, Friday is just 1 day. So what is the probability? 1 over 7. Okay, you take the sample space as the total days, right? Friday is 1 day of that. Right, now we are moving to the question number 11. Find the approximation here. Right, now they have categorized, okay, they have they have made us easy. So what to do? Here you check square root 53 closer to 53 closer value you choose here. You reject this one. Why? Because after that we have two values, 51 something there, 53 point something there, here 54. You reject this value also. Why? It is far away from 53. So now you depend upon these two values. Here behind lower, but here more than 53. Then check the gap between 53 in your mind. No need to do the calculation. See that here 53 we are looking. Here 53.29 means 0.29. This 0.29 more. Here 51 point something mean it's still lower than 52. From 52 to 53 even we have 1 plus something. No need that something to calculate. Just take in your mind, that's maths. Okay, so here 1 point something lower, but here just 0.29 more. Then you realize this is the very close value to 53. So that belongs to this calculation 7.3 square. But remember, the square root 53 is right approximately equal not to 7.3 squared. The square root asking, that means just one value, 7.3. So your answer should be 7.3. Some are writing 7.3 squared, right? That is wrong. Why the square root asking? And some are writing 53.29. This figure I have seen in papers. Okay, right. Complete it. If you have any questions, ask. Right. So using the given information and write the case of congruency of the triangle ADC and BDC. Right, now see everyone. So when the angle wise they mention, mark the other angle. 60 there, 90 there, this angle 30 degree. Here 30 degree there, 90 there, mark the other angle 60 degree. Now you can see for these both the triangle angles we have, all the three angles are equal, right? Then you search a side should be there at least one side should be there. With respect of all the three angles we cannot congruent, right? Here you can see this side is common to both the triangles, right? Then this one side there, and then one side only dealing case is what? AAS. AA is angle side. Then they are the specialty. You need to check the side is corresponding or not. This side is front to the 60 degree in this triangle. The other triangle, this side also front to the 60 degree. Now the side is corresponding front to the same angle there. Then you can say that ADC triangle congruent with DCB triangle or BCD triangle. Okay, under which case they are congruent, angle, sides, they are congruent. Okay, we mentioned that AA is case. Right. So if the arc length of this sector is 11 centimeter, so this is the arc length. Arc length means, Puta, remember the wording, this curved length. This is the arc length. Okay, find the perimeter of the sector. Now to find the perimeter, you should find out this radius, right? Because the perimeter means sum of all the outer length of this figure. To know that, we require the radius. So how to find the radius? Where the arc length given and the sector angle given 90 degrees. So you apply what is the arc length formula is equal. 90 degree means you write 1 over 4 I mentioned. In all paper, first paper it appear like these are the three sectors, 180 sector, then 90 and 45 only in the first paper. So remember the fractions directly, 90 over 360, you can write 1/4 into 2 into 5 into r. We do not know the r. But we know now the arc length, you can make equal 11 equal 1 over 4 into 2 into 22 over 7 into r. Okay, now you can simplify 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 11. Okay, then you have 11 equal 11r over 7, right? Now I introduce you A-level math simplification. Here denominator 1 there. When equal mark both the sides value appear, you can simplify same level values. 11, 1, 11, 1, you can simplify. Right, then cross multiply. 1 into r equals 7 into 1, 7 into 1, 7. Now you got the value for r 7 centimeter. So here 7 centimeter now, and here also 7 centimeter. Okay, now what is the perimeter? Perimeter means the sum of all the outer length, right? Arc length plus 2 radius coming. Why? This is the arc length, this r plus r. So the perimeter you can take 11 plus 2r, 2r means 14 there. Okay, 525, what's the unit? It's 25 centimeters. Okay, complete the question. Okay. Using the given data, find the value of x. Right. How you can find the x? This is geometry. Tell a method. This is a quadrilateral. Okay. But so most of didn't see as a quadrilateral. Why it's abnormal quadrilateral? You haven't seen. But see the number of sides to become a quadrilateral, 4 sides only requirement. For straight sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4 they are. So here you have all the three angles. You can find out this interior angle. How you find out? You add this 80 plus 20, 100, 103, 130. So the sum of that angle is 130. Okay, from 360, because the quadrilateral interior sum is 360. From 360, you subtract that 130. Then you can see that 230 degrees. So that means this interior angle is the 230 degrees. But the x is the exterior of that. Exterior means outside of that angle. So this is angles around a point. So once you found 230, you can find the x. How you can find x? From 360 degree subtracts that 230 degree. Then you can find the x. 0, 0 subtract 3, 3, 3 subtract 2, 1. So that is 130 degree again. Okay, so x equal 130 degree. So that is the answer. Okay. Right. So question number 15, now we are moving. Find the actual distance in kilometer which is represented by 6 centimeter in a map drawn to the scale 1 to 50,000. Okay, make the scale arrangement. බලන්න හදන විදිය 1 to 50,000. You have several methods to do. So I apply centimeter to both the sides. So here I apply 1 centimeter means 50,000 centimeters. Okay. Now both are centimeters. So I make the right side centimeters into the meters. How? Centimeter convert to the meters? You divide by 100. Two zeros cancel, then it's appear 500 meters. 1 centimeter means 500 meters. Okay, now they are asking 6 centimeter mean how much? 1 centi 500, such 6 centimeter in 500 into 6. So just 500 into 6 multiply, here 6 into 5, 30, 3000 meters, right? Then it's by kilometers, that is 3 kilometers. This is answers. This is how I get. Okay. Right. Now question. Yes.
Could you please keep 14 answer again?
Yes, you can note it down. You asked right, right?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, right. Now you are moving to the question number 16. See everyone. The gradient of the straight line is half, right? The equation of the straight line, gradient given. Okay, gradient m is half. Okay, given. Then to find the equation, you required C. C is the intercept. What is the intercept? Where this graph intersect the y-axis. So this is the y-axis, Puta. So y-axis intersecting is this point. Okay, at which value the y intersecting? This is the y intersecting at 2. So then here the intercept is 2. So you can take C as 2. Then what is the equation format? Learn straight line equation format equal y equal mx plus c. Okay, then y equal mx, m for m you write half, then x plus c is 2. So your answer is y equal half x plus 2. Y equal half x plus 2. Understood? Right, half x plus 2. Just y-axis cutting value is the intercept. This is the intercept 2. Right, now we are moving to the question number 20 to 17. Put a tick mark for the correct statement of the below table. An angle opposite to an angle side and equal sides of an isosceles triangle can be right angle. An angle opposite two equal sides can be a right angle. No. Why the reasons? If opposite to this angle is right angle, he also opposite to that right angle. Then two right angle means given 180 fulfilled. But the angle sum to be 180 by two angle it completed. Then it doesn't create a triangle then not satisfied. Okay. Understood. They says that if two sides equal, the opposite angle should be a right angle. It cannot be. Okay. Right. That is wrong. So wrong marks not available. You keep blank. Then apex angles of an isosceles triangles can be a right angle. Right. Apex angles means the vertex angle of an isosceles triangle can be a right angle. Yes. See that example. This is the apex meets the vertex angle is a right angle, but this is isosceles. No problem. Two sides equal. Then this is 45, 45 appear, but this apex is 90. That's fine. That's okay. An interior angle of an equilateral triangle is 60 degree. Yes. Interior angles of an equilateral is 60. 60, 60, 60, 360 add up to 180. That is okay, correct. So here don't put incorrect mark because question says for correct statement put this side. Keep blank. Right. Understood that concepts, right? Find the value of ABC. Now it is simple maths, right? The interior angle sum of a quadrilateral is 180. So you can add up this 2x plus 3x plus 180 degree, 80 degree equal 180 degree, right? So now you know that 2x plus 3x, 5x plus 80 degree equal 180 degree. Now you can subtract 80 degree from both the sides. Here also 80 and here also 80. Okay, then you can see that 5x equal 180 subtract 80 means 100. Now you divide by 5 both the sides. 5 simplified, then x equal 100 divided by 5 means 20 degree. Okay, x equal 20 degree. Understood? Right. So that's the combination of interior angles. The sum is 180. Basic rule of geometry, right?
Dismiss.
Yeah.
But questions ask A angle B.
Sorry. Very good. So we are missing. They're asking about ABC angle. ABC is 2x. So we need to give the 2x values. So ABC angle equal 2x. Right. That means 2 into x. X is 20 degree. So 2 into 20 means 40 degree. Yes. You're correct. Right. If the area of the given figure is 100 square centimeters, find the area of quadrilateral DBEC. Right. Now you know that here two parallelogram appear. Okay. Here these should be parallel. That is not mentioned. Right. Two parallelogram appear, Puta. Two parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. Okay, as well as this is a parallelogram. Okay, here one mistakes there about this distance. Right. We assume that it should be given, right? So the distance between these two lines and these two lines same. Okay, right. Then that's the assumption here that data is missing. So the total area 100 means, right, this area is equal to this area. These two area equal. Right, under which condition? Same base they are. This is the same base for these two parallelogram, and we assume that this parallel with the same distance here. Okay, but that mistakes of the question. So then we take here 100 divided equally, here 50 square centimeters, and then here 50 square centimeters. Okay. Right, now here one triangle is how much then? This parallelogram 50 means this small triangle 25. Why? The logic is by the diagonal, the area is bisected. So here 25 means here also 25. Then here 25 and here also 25. Now what the quadrilateral they are asking? DBEC. DBEC consists of these two triangles, then 25 plus 25, it gives you 50 square centimeters. Okay, so that is the area of the quadrilateral. Understood? Right, now a simple equation to solve. See that although it's simple, but the fractional mode, algebraic fractions knowledge required. Imagine this equation not there, you got algebraic fractions to add. So remember the theory, algebraic fractions how to add, just make the denominator same all the time. So here 3x, here 1x, to make 3x here, you need to multiply by 3 top and bottom. Okay, equal to over 3. Then how to do? 5 over 3x. Here 5 over 3x plus here 1 into 3, 3 over 3x equal here 2 over 3. Now 3x is the denominator same, right? Then numerator 5 plus 3, it comes as 8 equal here 2 over 3. Okay. Now I mention you that A-level math simplification. What is that? Same level, equal mark, fractional mode, right? Then top parts you can simplify separately. Bottom part simplified, equal mark, both the sides. See that? 3, 1, 3, 1. 2, 1, 2, 4. Apply that one. Then cross multiply the remaining part. It is easy now. X into 1, x equal 1 into 4, 4. So then x equal 4. Otherwise, just cross multiply and give the answer. Take the answer. Right. X equal 4. So now the question number 21. In the given figure, ABD is an equilateral triangle. Right. ABD equilateral means you mark all the three sides equal, as well mark 190 angle becomes 60 degree. Right, that are the informations you bring. Right, then DC equal 8 centimeter, fine, and DCB equal 30, fine. Yes.
Sir, can you explain the 20th one again?
Okay, right, the 20th one, what we did here, the algebraic fractions to add. So you add by making the same denominator by multiplying 3 top and bottom. So here 5 over 3x, here 3 into 1, 3 over 3x. Now the denominator same. 3x, 3x, then you keep the same denominator and you add the numerator 5 plus 3, 8. Okay, this part, if you are not okay, what we are applying A-level math simplification, whenever 8 over 3x equal here 2 over 3, fraction modes, both the sides, same level of the equal marks, both the sides. Same level you can simplify, top separately, bottom separately. I did 2, 1, 4, 8, 2 4s, 3, 1, here 3, 1, and then remaining part I multiplied. X into 1, x, then 1 into 4, 4. That is how you reach x equal 4. If you are not okay with that one, see that cross multiplication. 8 over 3x we got as 2 over 3. Then what to do? We can crossly multiply when both the sides of the equal mark. Then 2 multiply with 3x, 6x comes. 3 into 8 multiply, then 24 comes. Then you divide by 6 both the sides and you can subject x equal 24 over 6 is 4. However, you can manage the answer, okay, but in this simplification it's further simplified and avoid the big multiplication and give the answer in simplest quickly.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Okay, right, okay, now we are moving to the question number 21. Okay, now here we have marked these things. They are asking length of AB. right? Okay, now here 60 means here 30 comes. Here 30 comes. Okay, here 30 comes, but see that angle wise we are moving. Okay, how we comes 30 here, 90 degree there. This is equilateral. Mark all the time the information. Then here 60 mean here 30 there. Fine. Then here 30, here 30. Here 30, here 30 means two angles equal. If two angles equal, remember this side is equal to this side. Why? These two equal means they are opposite sides to be equal. For 30 opposite 8, for this 30 opposite this side. Okay, then this 8 and here also it comes 8. What's the math logic here? If two sides, two angles equal, they are opposite sides to be equal, right? The previous theorem is if two sides equal, they are opposite angles equal. Now if opposite angles equals, they are opposite sides equal, right? Okay, now here 8 and 8 there. Now check, they are asking about AB length. Now this is equilateral triangle, no? Then here 8 means AB also 8. Okay, you can take AB also as 8 centimeter. What's the math logic we use? If two angles equal, their opposite sides are equal. Remember that. Right, fill in the blanks using the suitable words. A quadrilateral with equal pair of opposite sides is a quadrilateral with equal pairs of opposite sides is a parallelogram. A quadrilateral with equal pairs of opposite sides is a parallelogram. Right, in a parallelogram it happens, parallelogram, and a quadrilateral which have right angles as all interior angles uh, is either a rectangle or a square. So here, if you know maths well, right, and a quadrilateral which have, they are not discussing about the side. Okay, if all the sides equal and all are interior, right, means square. But here interior angles only. They are discussing have right angles as all interior angles is either, right, either square or rectangle, because in square also interior angles, right angle and rectangle, square or rectangle. But I give the marks if you write like rectangle. If you like as square, one written means also given the marks. Understood? But if you know maths well, both should be mentioned. Right. Now we are moving to the question number 23. Find the area of the sector. Okay, Buddha. So the area asking, here they mention the arc length. Okay, arc length mention and area asking. To find the area, we required its radius, right? Then you will find the radius with use of the arc length. How to write the arc length formula? Here 90 degree sector, apply the formula. 90 degree mean 1/4 25R. Okay, that is the arc length. Arc length given 14 equal 1/4 2 into 5 into R. Right. Okay. Now simplify 2 1 2 2 2 1 2 11. Okay. Then here 14 equal, here 11 into R, 11R over 7. But here issue R is not simplified. Yes, as a perfect number. R is equal, you can multiply by 7 both the sides. Then R equals 7 into 14 divided by 11. That is not simplified. but I think it is a mistake here. This 14 should appear here, okay, as R. Then it is good, right? But here I will give you, if you get R this value, and if you find the area in a fraction mode, also acceptable, right? But I correct it as the radius as 14, because then the dealing is easy, right? Understood? Then how to find the area, right? Area equal 1/4 5R squared, right? 1/4 5R squared. So what is the R you choose as 14? So I take area equal 90 degree means 1/4 5 R squared. R is 14 into 14. Understood? So full circle area is 5R squared. Then 90 degree means 1/4 5R squared. So now you can simplify 7172 to 122 to 1 to 11. 11 into 14, it comes as 154 square centimeters. Take R as 14, not the arc length. Right. What is the class size of the class interval 15 to 9, 20 to 24? Likewise, class size, how to take, how many elements belongs to 15 to 20 to 24, check. Right, 20 to 15 to 19, I think it should be one digit missing. 15 to 19 to 20 to 20 100. So 20 can include, 24 also can include. Why? The next class interval start with the next value, 25. Okay, then 20 to 25, how many values it can take? See now, 20 can take 21, 22, 23, 24 also can take. Both the terminal also can take. That means class size is 5. Okay, but remember, if 15, 19 start and the next one 19 starts, then the class size 1 reduced to that, because term one value comes to a 1 class interval only. But here 19 and here end up we start with another value 20, 24 and start with 25. Both can takes. So how to take it? 20 to 25 gap check. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So how many values it takes? 5. Right. Question number 25. Mark the point D which is moving equidistant from the straight line AB and AC. Right. Stop that and draw AB and AC. AB is a line, right? AC is a line. Equidistance to two lines is its angle bisector. So AB and AC is this angle creates this angle bisector. How to draw? Make an arc there, keep more distance, keep an arc here, cut the arc there. So you right joint there. So this is the angle bisector of ABCBAC. Okay, that's first logic. Then they're asking, and 5 centimeter away from the line BC. So this is the BC line. Okay, 5 away from the BC line. So 5 centimeter away from the BC line. BC is a line. Equidistance to a line is a parallel line. So this is the BC line. So now you draw 5 away to the BC line. So this is a parallel line you draw. Right. So to BC, 5 you can write away here. This is also 5 centimeter you mark. Okay. And here also you can mark the 5 centimeter. Lot of students forget these two lines. Imagine when you draw equidistance to a line is a parallel line to top and bottom both the sides possible, 5 this way and 5 downwards, right? This both possible. So the both requirements satisfy. Now 2 points we have, angle bisector and this parallel line meeting points. So what are the meeting points? You can see this is a meeting point, this is the meeting point. So they satisfy both the conditions, both the requirement. Okay, I prefer if you got that 2 points as well. Okay, make the corrections of first 25 questions and you are free to ask any questions therein. Right, correct them. Each question is 25 marks. So you have 50 marks there. Any question you can ask. Okay, right. දැන් ගොඩක් දෙනෙක් මේ ලයින් එක විතරයි අඳින්නේ එකයි අඳින්නේ. හැබැයි බලන්න දෙකම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Okay? Right. Okay, now we are moving to the part B of the paper. Now check. From the fish collected by a boat, 3/10 is allocated to prepare dry fish. Okay, and remember, see 6/7 of the remaining, keyword remain, fish sold out. Okay. Find the amount of fish as a fraction of which is remain after allocating for dried fish. Right. For dried fish, how much? 3/10 allocated. So what's the remaining? From 10, subtracts these three parts in your mind. 10 subtracts 3, 7, 10. Okay, so that is the remaining part. You have 2 marks. Okay. Then find the amount of fish sold as a fraction. Now apply this maths logic. 6/7 of the remaining. So see the word 6/7 of remaining is for the sold out. This is the sold fraction. Sold equal, apply the language 6/7 of remaining. Now remaining found in the above parts, 7/10 apply for the remaining 7/10. So 6/7 of mean in maths multiplication, remaining is 7/10. Right. Now see that 7/1, 7/1 simplified. Here 2, 3 or 2, 5. Okay, you can write 6 upon 10 or write 3 upon 5. Why I keep 6 upon 10? Also easy for calculations, but all the time remember to keep the fraction in simplest form. Right, here you have 3 marks. Padly, right. Right, now if the remaining 20 kilogram allocated for foods, find the total. Now you can see in 2 methods what is the remaining at last. So these are the normal students do that one. For the dry fish they allocate 3/10 of the total, and then sold out, how many here we got? 6/10. Then you can take total fractions for dry fish and sold out. You can add these two. Then same denominator, 10, 6 plus 3, 9. Now 9/10 is allocated for both of them. So what's the remaining at last? By looking into that, you can decide. From 10, 9 parts already gone. So what's the remaining at last? Remaining at last is from 10 subtracts 9, then 1/10. Okay, this is one method to take the remainder at last. So the nice way, advanced way to take remainder at last as a fraction is this one. So here they say that 6/7 of the remaining sold. Then what is the remained at last? From remaining 6 part of the total 7 done means from remaining 1/7 is the balance, because from 7 6 gone. So one shot you can take what's the remaining at last, 1/7 of remaining. So this is the nice method, because here you need to add the fractions and then see the remaining again. But here directly apply 1/7 of remaining was 7/10, right? Then 7171 you directly take 1/10. You can follow whatever method to calculate the remainder at last. Okay, however, now you calculate 1/10 as a fraction remained at last. Now they mention that fraction is equivalent to 20 kilograms. So now you know that 1/10 fractional wise equal to 20 kilogram. Then they're asking about the total fish collected at the boat. From 10, one part is 20 kilograms. So you can take what's the total part. Total equals such 10 there. One part of the 10. 20. Total means such 10. So 20 into 10 it comes as 200 kilogram. Okay, 200 kilogram is the total fish collected to the boat. Right, so you have here 3 marks. Now you are moving to the question number 2. If the selling price of 1 kilogram dried fish is 400 and 1 kilogram of fish 200. Now you can find out what is the dried fish kilogram. Dried fish means here fractions 3/10. Total is 200. No. Then you take dried fish as kilogram. How to take dried fish as kilogram? That is 3/10 of the total. Total is 200. So you can take kilogram wise, that is 60 kg. Okay, then you take the salt fish. Salt fish as how much the fractions we got here? 6/10. Right, the higher 6/10 of 200 kilogram total. Then it got you got 120 kilogram. Okay, now how to take the income? Dried fish income. Dried kilogram is 400. One is 400, 1 kilogram price. Such 60 kilo there. So here you got 24,000 rupees. Then fish is 200, such 120 there. So 200 into 120 kilograms there. Okay, then again 24,000. Okay, then what's the total income? Rupees 48,000 by dry fish and the normal fish selling income. Okay, so here you have 2 marks there. So from 10 marks, calculate how much the 10 mark. Hands up those who got 10 marks for this question. Is that okay? Okay, excellent. Right, great. Right, this is the pie chart question. This is repeated until grade 11 second term. Only this question change at grade 11 second term. So grade term, first term, second term, third term, and 11 first term you are facing the pie chart questions, right? Badly, right? So you are learning that one correctly, right? Okay. So some of you had the term test and some of you didn't. Okay. In some provinces, they had the exams, but some not. But second term, mostly every provincials, they have a provincial paper for the grade 10 second terms, then you can see the progress. Okay, so I think did you face this yesterday, our monthly test, monthly evaluation of the May month, and I saw your marks, and some of you send the marks, got this much marks. So everyone try to do that one. Okay, that's enjoyable, right? Not much harder questions. They are just the multiple choice based question. You can see your progress in each month. Okay, so the May month test also would be the May last week of the May, right? Okay, everyone try to do this and see your progress, and honestly do this paper before the class. So I so have seen that some are taking the paper at last moment. Don't wait until that. And further, we are uploading the marking scheme as well, okay, to our website, the paper recording and marking scheme. So everything is for you, so you can learn these precisely and take the idea of math. If you take the maths regularly done, so no need to do the maths again for the exams. When you come near to the exam, just be free and no need to look to even to the books and to read the questions, right? Why you know maths? Maths is always with us, right? Not like before the exams you are reading. No, not in that way. Okay, do the papers as well as do the questions in the tute packs that we are sending, so you would be okay, right? So this is a free of one subjects of all the 9 subjects, right? To not to make a hard at the last moment, right? So that's the specialty. So take that advantage of these subjects and ready for the other subjects for that period, but do the paper and the tute only, and then you will be okay and learn, be in the live class inactively without sleeping. Then you will be okay for the exam, right? Okay, right. So everyone try to have this nice results in O level, right? So this O level results will be released by this month, surely. Okay, maybe within this month the results will be released. So so your results also will be there after the next year. So we keep in touch, right? So an information about the TV program, okay, which is a telecast only the educational programs within 18 hours during a day is given below, right? Okay, right. O level 4-5, right? Angle there, right? Fill in the blanks. Did you do this question?
No, sir.
Mm, 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 mm. Anyone? A data missing, I appear that primary and these both not given. Either this should be given. Yeah. Wait. Yes, we can. Yes, we can see that. Here for our and information about the TV program which is telecast only the educational programs uh, within 18 hours during a day is given below. Right. So here, Putta, we need to take 18 hour is as the total hours. Okay. 18 hour as the total hours. Then from 18 hours, how much this O level allocation? That is 4 hours. Now check. You calculate angle here. Everyone see From 18, this is 4 hours. If that's so, from 360, how much? Right, why? The full circle is 360 degree. From 18 total, this is 4. If that's so, from 360, how much? 18, 1, 18, 2, 20 into 40, 80. So that's 80 degree. Now calculate here. From 18, this is 5. If that's so, from 360 degree, how much? 18, 1, 18, 20. 20 into 5, that is 100 degree. Okay, you can calculate here, right? 80 degree, 100 degree, 40 degree they are. So you can calculate this balance. How this balance comes? Right, 80, 100, 180, then here 40, then here should be 140. Okay, right. Then it comes 360 degree, fine. Then how to find this primary quantity, right? You can mix that angle and quantity relationships. Angle, quantity. So I apply here 5-hour mean angle is 100. Okay, now here angle given 40 degree means how many hours? Okay, so this is the chart. You build up here. 100 mean, now here this part is not asking. So you can multiply this way. Cross multiply and apply. Right. 5 into 40, multiply the given two diagonal, divide with this 100. Okay. So here 0, 0, 5, 1, 5, 2. 4 you divide by 2 is 2. 2 hours. So here 2 hours. Then directly you can find this one because total 18 hours. 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. So here should be 7 hours. I did appear like couldn't do, but the question can possible. Okay. Right. Now you can see that. So this is the table completing. Okay. For the table completing, you have
Excuse me,
3
sir.
marks. Yes.
Sir, what is the answer for the question number 3?
Still, we didn't go to the 3. Just part 1 we are at. Okay. So here for the table, for fill in the blanks, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 marks. Fill in the blanks, 4 marks. Now we are moving to the part 2. Using the complete table about draw the pie chart, represent the data. Okay, so how to take the charts? Here O level 80 degree. You mention here 80 degree there. O level, I mention O level. Then A level 100 degree. Okay, then I mention the A level here 100. It is A level. Then primary 40 degree. Then here 40 degree, that's primary. Okay, then other parts, other grades, we have here 140 degree. Okay, so this is the pie chart. So you have 3 marks for the pie charts drawing. Then as other programs, it telecast advertisement. If it represent using 30 angles separately, find the time telecast advertisement. As other program, it telecasts advertisement. Other grades and other programs. Okay, 30 degree. Angle separately, find the time telecast for that one. So the advertisement 30 degree, they are asking what is the time allocation for that one. Okay, we know that for you can apply this with methods angle and quantity, right? So 5 hour means right 100 degree. Okay, now they are asking 30 degree, how many hours here? Okay, the given quantity you multiply from the diagonal method. So given value, two value is 5 and 30, multiply 5 into 30, divide with unknown diagonal is 100. So you divide by 100. Now see that 0, 0 there, 5 into 3, 15, divide by 10. So that means 1.5 hours. for the advertisement. Here you have 3 marks there. Right. Okay. So 10 marks out on 10 marks. You can calculate for the second question. That's a nice question. Right. Third one, see that. Third one is a simple interest question. We appear it's like, right? The second term interest lesson. Right. The percentage lesson. Now the papers are second term oriented. Okay. Right. Amal Barud, sometimes you may not learn the theory, but through the paper class, catch it. Amal borrowed 300,000 rupees, okay, from a bank at the annual simple interest rate 12%. Find the interest for a year for the loan. How to take the interest for the year? Percentage make as a fraction. 12% means 12 upon 100. Okay, multiply with the loan amount. What's the loan amount here? 300,000. Okay, what is the understanding here behind that? If you take a loan 100 rupees, at end of a year, you are paying the interest as rupees 12. For 100 rupees, you are paying the interest 12. Okay. So for 100 rupees, you pay 12 rupees as the interest. If that's so, for 300,000, how much? So you take two zeros, simplified, then 12 into 3, 36. Okay, and here 3 zeros simplified. 3 zeros add into together. So rupees 36,000. Okay. Right. So that is interest for year. Right. 2 marks allocated. For how many years he has to pay rupees 480,000 as the amount to get the release from loan. So this is the get release from loan, means they are paying loan plus total interest here include. So the total amount, we call this is the total amount that to release from the loan. Total amount includes interest plus the loan. So you can calculate what is the interest for this period. So how to calculate the total interest? So you can calculate the total interest. How? From this total 480,000, you subtract this loan. What is the loan? 300,000. Okay, then you can take the rupees 180,000. Okay, 180,000 is the total interest. Okay, then interest per year is 36,000. You receive this much of interest totally. Then how many years it elapsed? How to take the total interest divided by the interest per year? You can calculate the timing. Okay, then 180,000 is the total interest, but yearly interest per year 36,000. Then how many 36,000 parts are available for 180,000? Just 180,000 divided by 36,000. Okay, here 3 zeros simplified. 180 divided by 36, you can take the directly answer 5. So that is 5 years. So how to take time period? You take the total interest and divide by the interest per year. How you get total interest? This is the release from the loan, 480,000 given, but you got a loan 300,000. What is that additional amount? That is the total interest. You got the difference between total amount and the loan as the total interest. Right. So here you got 3 marks there. Fine. Amal paid the loan as the custom duty for a small vehicle. Custom duty percentage is 40%. Find the price of the vehicle before paying the duty. Right. Okay. So they are mentioning now the borrowed the loan. Loan is the custom duty. They are asking the vehicle value before paying the duty. Okay, I take the vehicle value as x, okay, of the x 40%, x multiply with 40 upon 100. From x 40% is the custom duty, so that is equal to the custom duty they paid 300,000. Then so we take the importing value as x. Of that 40% is the custom duty. You calculate. Now the custom duty is 300,000. So you equal that value to 300,000. Now simplify 40 into x. 40x over 100 equal 300,000. Now to subject x. How to subject the x? Then you can multiply both the sides by 100, here 100 and here 100. Okay, then here 40x equal, right, 300,000, and again 100 multiply mean 2 zeros added, then you divide by 40 both the sides. Okay, 40 40 simplified, here 0 0 simplified. Now here 300,000 and 1 0 coming. Divide by 4, it comes as 750,000. Right, so this is the vehicle before paying the tax. We got the vehicle value, importing value as x. Okay, of x 40% is the custom duty. So that custom duty is equal to the loan 300,000 because loan as paid as the custom duty. Right, so 750,000. Okay, then find the price of the vehicle. So here you have the 3 marks. Now they are asking find the price of the vehicle after paying the duty with duty price. How to take the duty price? Without, before paying the duty, its value is 750,000. Now you add the duty to that. Duty is, they says 300,000. So you have to add the duty to that 300,000. So with the duty price, you can see that 0, 5, 7 plus 3, 10. So that means rupees 1,50,000 there. Here you have another 2 marks allocated. Right. So here all together 10 marks there. So from total 10, right, you got 10 marks. How much? Right. Any questions, any doubts you can ask? Is that clear to everyone? The percentage, simple interest and custom duty. I taught you the 4 types of taxes, the rates, then the custom duty, income tax and the VAT. And the final part of that lesson is the simple interest. Okay, now we are moving to the question number 4. Universal set equal counting numbers from 1 to 5. Okay. Right, now check. Write down each set with element. I writing counting numbers from 1 to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That are the counting numbers. Okay, then A equal prime numbers from 1 to 15. Prime, what is the starting prime? 2, then 2, 3, 5, 7, then 11, 13. These are the prime numbers from 1 to 15. Then B is the odd numbers from 1 to 15. From to means both inclusive. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Right. So these are the sets. So you have here 3 marks. Represent the above set in the Venn diagram and write the intersection B. Right. First you write the intersection when you insert the data into a set Venn diagram. First draw the insert the intersection A and B intersection. You can see that 3 includes, 3 includes, 5 includes, 5 includes, 7 includes, 7 includes. Then 11 includes, 11 includes. Okay, 13 includes, 13 includes. Then A intersection B is this all the elements. 3, then you write 5, then 7, then 11, then 13. Okay, then you apply first intersection applied, then only a element you take except this intersection 3 4 5 7 11 13, except that you have 2 there. Okay, then here 3 5 7 11, except that you have 1 5 sorry 1, then 1 there, then 9. Okay, then 15, right? Then except these elements, both elements, outside you mark what are the elements you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4 should be there. 4 outside, 5, 6 outside, okay, 7 here inside, 8 outside, 9, then here 10 outside, 11 there, 12 outside, 11, 12, 13, then 14 outside. So this is the Venn diagram. Now they are asking the A intersection B. So representing the Venn diagrams, you have here 2 marks. And then they are asking about the A intersection B. So you are writing as curly brackets and mention the elements within curly bracket. A intersection B equal, within the curly bracket you mention the intersection element like 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Right. So these are the intersection. A intersection B, both common region 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Right. Right. Then we are meeting the question number 15 here. Numbers from 1 to 15, write in pieces of paper and put into a box. Randomly, a piece of paper is taken, right? Find the probability of getting a piece of paper with number 8, right? This is the probability, Puta. When you are finding the probability, you need to find out the sample space. That means the number of total results. So they mark 1 to 15 pieces, mean 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 15. They have total 15 results. So all the probability is written as from 15 how much? Okay, from 15, number 8, how many number 8? There are just one number 8. So the probability of being a number 8 is 1 over 15 in simply. Okay, so you have 2 marks there. Then they are asking, find the probability of getting a piece of paper with the square number. So you will take, I will take the, taking the square number element as A, you can take what are the results of A. Elements of A, square numbers from 1 to 15. But you see 1 is a square number, 4, then 9, next one 16 doesn't belongs. Then you calculate how many elements there are for A. You know that Na equal 1, 2, 3, 3 elements. So what is the probability in number of elements of sample space? The total results is 15. Why 15 cards there? This is exact probability definition. So PA defined as Na over Ns. Right? Number of elements of A divided with number of elements of sample space. How many elements belongs to the Na? That is Na equal 3 over Ns is 15. So 3 upon 15, you can simplify 3, 1, 3, 5. So the probability is 1 upon 5. Okay, so you have 2 marks there. So how many marks totally been done? 10 marks. From 10, how many marks you get? Right. Okay, now we are moving to the question here. Question number 5, the area question. Right. Now check. Right. ABCD is a rectangular plot of land. Okay. BC is a diameter. Fine. The flowers are cultivated in the semicircular parts. Okay. So here flowers cultivated. Right. Right. That is fine. Find the arc length of the flower cultivated area. So this is 28 mean, this is 28 meters. But remember, this is the diameter appear 28. Then the radius is half of that. What's the radius? 14. Carefully see that. Radius is 14. Now they're asking about the arc length. Arc length is this curved length. How to find the arc length? C equal, right, half 25R, half into 2 into 5 into R. R is what? R is the radius, that is 14 meter. Okay. Right. Then you can apply the formula. Half to 5R. R is the 14. So now you can see that arc length. So 2121 7172. So 2 into 2 into 2, that gives you 44 meters. That is the arc length. Okay, so this is the arc length, that is 44 meters. Right, they're asking about this arc length. Find the arc length of the flower cultivated area, 44 meters. You have 2 marks. Then find the area of the flower cultivated area. Flower cultivated area means this semicircular part. Okay. Right. Then how to find the area of the semicircle? You know that area equals semicircle half 5r squared. Okay. 5r squared. This is the formula. Then you apply half into 5 equal 22 upon 7. R is 14. 14 into 14. Half 5r squared. Now you can simplify 7 1 7 2 2 1 2 1. Then 22 into 14. You got the answer 308. What's the unit? Square meters. 308 square meters. You have another 2 marks. So they're asking find the total surface area of the land with flower cultivated area. So you total surface area means this rectangle area plus the flower cultivated area. So I will calculate the rectangle area, ABCD area. How to take the ABCD area? Length into breadth. 50 meter into 28 meter. Okay. Then 1400 square meters, that's the ABCD area, and the flower grown area is 380 square meters. So the total area, you can add total area equal, just you have 1400 for that one at this 308. Okay, then it comes as 804 plus 3 is 7, then 1. So 1708 square meters they are for the total surface area. Understood? Right. The semicircle area plus the rectangle area 15 to 28. Okay, plus that 308. So here you have 3 marks there. Right, now check the last part of the last question. Right, they mentioned the semicircular part is changed to rectangular part such that one side is BC and the area of it is 1/11 of the area of the flower cultivated area. Right, now you calculate what is the new area of the proposed rectangle. 1 3/11 of the area flower cultivated. Now apply this math logic. 1 3/11, right, as same. Okay, 1 3/11 of the area flower area, right? That is the new area of the new proposed rectangle. So 1/11, make it as a mixed number. 11 improper fractions. 11 into 1 11 plus 3 14 upon 11 of main multiplication flower cultivated area. What is the flower cultivated area? 308. Okay. Now 11 11 2 22, 8 remaining for 88, 11 8. Now you check 28 into 14, the answer 392 square meters. So this is the area of the new proposed rectangle. Okay, right? They ask in row sketch of in above with the measurements. Now instead of this, BC should be a one boundary. So now we have the rectangle. I draw this one. This is the rectangle we have. Here 28-meter boundary proposed. Okay, the others keep constant, 50 meter is there. Okay, this is AB, CD. Okay, this is 90 degree, and here 50 meter is there, here 28 meter there. So now the new proposed rectangle area 392, that to be attached to BC as one boundary, then to this direction the rectangle is attached. Okay, this is the newly rectangle attached instead of the semicircle. What are the requirements? We know that the area we calculate as 1 3/11 of the area of the flower bed. We calculate this proposed area is 392. Then you know the one boundary here. One boundary is 28. Then we need to calculate the other boundary. This boundary, I take that length as x. So what's the condition to be satisfied? The area of this one shall equal to 392. So the one side 28, other side x. Then 28 into x multiplication shall equal to 392. So you write it 28 into x equal the area 392. Then 28x equal 392. How to find x? You divide by 28 both the sides, then 28 simplified, x equal 392 divide by 28. Then what's the x value? 392 divide with 28, that gives you 14 meters. So that means this extended flower bed measurement 14 meter extended, right side at the other dimension of the rectangle as 28 meters. Okay, so you have 3 marks for that parts. So upon 10 marks, you can calculate how much you gain. Understood? Okay, any questions to ask? Right. Okay, Buddha. So we completed the paper number 18. Totally, it is a good paper. Just one small mistakes. The others are okay, clearly drafted. So we will meet up with paper number 19 by next week. So it would be a second paper. So everyone ready for that one. Okay, right. So everyone do the paper before the class and attend. If you take mistakes there in any questions, redo it. Okay, after the class, redo it for the incorrect questions. In a CR book, everyone remember to mark the informations there or the recorrection, right? So when you do the correction again, when you make mistakes, right? Then you will realize how to do the correct way, right? Everyone, when questions incorrect, again do it in the CR book, making the paper number all the day, write your incorrect questions to be repeatedly right. So then you can realize you are gaining the content and you will not do the same mistakes again and again. Okay, right? So we will meet by the paper class on the next Friday with paper number 19, and we have the theory class on Sunday at 7 to 9 p.m. the grade 10 theory class as well. You can attend to the theory if you wish, right? Okay, Butta, so for today I will conclude the session for now, and we will meet with paper and theory by the next week. Have a nice day and good night.
That was a good night, sir.